around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Faking the handoff. Howell. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the holding way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times to interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open?
A gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run with Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at him right now. Instead, it went against him.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down and 4, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They'll set up a throw to Mixon on the check down. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll try and throw for it here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The tight end in motion right. On first down, Howell.
Right through the middle of this weak defense, bro.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack.
And this weak offense.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. You have that much pressure, they're going to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Second down, Howell back to pass. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Third and 2, here's Howell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is
I got this seam, I think.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
If you would stop running.
Send the tight end in motion. To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. call on a give up the middle. And he will be very close to a first
Ah,
down.
that was
But I
first
see
down.
the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches.
39.
I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
That's a 39. That's a bad spot, man. Nothing to challenge. Okay. That nigga, it look like he clearly at the 38 for me. Look at that spot. I was way beyond that.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Powell ran it last time. Now he's going to throw it.
Oh, he tricked me.
Deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Powell. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Powell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level of defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh my God.
He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
That one goes for 24 yards. yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you go all the way out wide. I don't like that.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First down, how to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Interesting. You go inside other way.
On second down, a run with Hall. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And Howe will throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And his kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Okay, right. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know
got you playing outside.
They're saying to each other,
Bomb.
you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Second and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ready. 10 seconds.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Powell throwing on first down here. And that is
always giving me that bogus, corny-ass animation, bro.
Downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
A wide open, the ball just bounced off of his shoulder pad or something.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Second down, Howell now. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he can't find a receiver.
Mr. Worse.
He's brought down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside.
You got hampered over there, boy.
And backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack on first down, Powell, he dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third
Snap
down.
the.
3rd and long, here's Howell. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there.
Right, he played it. He saw it open last time.
And the Bears are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Bro. I'm gonna jump there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10, if they score on this drive, might have to start.
Yes, sir. You got to do it too.
Material. On 1st down, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Oh, boy.
1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bears
They say it ain't nothing you can do with that blitz right there. You can't block all these little glitchy blitzes, manipulating the line blitzes.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
No skill blitzes.
This will not be returned.
They think they nice blitzes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bears are going to take
Let me sack you, man.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We're up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion.
Howe loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Howell. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
They just don't block that dude over there.
Work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown!
Way to come back to it.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw now.
Oh, you gonna throw another one? Yeah, you better get out of there.
Defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't
there we go.
He's taken down. The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion.
They're 3 sacks.
3rd and 15.
That's all we needed.
Back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's all we needed.
This drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last, and make it a successful one in some small way.
He'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes the back.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it.
You had the right play on.
Loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
That right inside was wide open.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, I thought he was throwing to the running back. Oh, my God, he threw it right to me.
He's going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They go play action here on first down.
There you go, Caleb.
And the Bears are going to take possession here.
Oh, there you go, Caleb.
At the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, their partner, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and score.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona.
Yeah, está más Brooklyn 'cause he